Hello again and welcome back. Scott review. I was going to say Scott and Wandas World then. Well, that takes you back. About what's that? 10 months. 10 months since I changed the channel name up from Scott and Wandas World to Scott Reviews Things. Just got over deadly man flu. I hadn't made any future plans. You know, we all know there's some very horrible diseases in this world, but man flu, the absolute fucking worst. So I thought I'd have a little bit of fun. Anybody that's on social media, Facebook, Twitter or X, I'm not on X or anything like that anymore, Instagram, all those sort of things, might have seen recently that there's been a survey published. If I cough, I do apologise. Not completely over the deadly man flu, but we're getting there. There's been a survey or a poll, and it's named the punters' vote on the most boring UK beer. Now, obviously, doing beer reviews and beer content amongst a myriad of other bits and pieces, this interested me, and I saw this the other day, as may have you, and I thought, Wanda's just popped out for an hour or so. I'm about to do that chili, what's it called, Pepper X thing live, if my bottle doesn't go. And I thought I'd sit and make a 5-10 minute video. And this it interests me, it makes me laugh. So, and I thought, well, I'm gonna dig up the details, because I saw, probably what you saw as well, is this. So the punters vote on the most boring UK beer, and there's 10 beers, and we can go through them. And I thought, well, who's commissioned this poll, and what does it actually say? So I thought we could go through it together. So pub goers are fed up with seeing the same old lagers at the bar. Well, I think we could have told them that. They need a poll for them to tell us that. Almost half of those polled by Kingfisher Drinks, some 46.9% identified as Carling. That's a completely different video. Identified Carling as the UK's most boring beer. I don't think a lot of us could agree with that, unless you're a Carling drinker. Then, to be honest, I don't know why you're watching this channel. Because I think I'm sure me and Wanda reviewed Carling during lockdown. Around the same number, 46.6%, said that Aussie brand Foster's was a bad call. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that at all. Followed by Stella Artois at 35%, Heineken at 32%, and San Miguel at 17.4%. Kingfisher Drinks' so-called boring beer index, the BBI, was rounded off by Coors at 16.3, Calrsberg at 14.9, Amstel at 11%, Birra, Moretti and Peroni. Italian tipples Moretti and Peroni made the top 10 despite being crowned Britain's best-selling foreign lagers last month. Is that Moretti and Peroni? I don't mind Moretti. Peroni is fucking dog piss. When asked what lager they wanted at their local, so what people actually want at the local to what they're actually being given, Jamaican Red Stripe, a favourite among music fans at festivals and gigs, was the number one choice, backed by 29.87% of those polled. It was followed by Estrella at 27.3%, Sagres 23%, Budvar. I mean, how can you put, no disrespect, and no disrespect meant to Red Stripe, but how can you put Budvar behind Red Stripe and Hofmeister at 22%? I mean, Budvar's an absolutely tremendous beer. The survey of 542 UK customers by Kingfisher Drinks found 25 to 34-year-olds were most likely to look for something new, with 78% bored with the beer at their pub. I think that's also certainly where my thought on beer reviewing came from, or sticking beers on the channel is I want to try an Untapped. I use Untapped quite a lot now, and that's because I want to try new beer. I don't want to be drinking the same fucking beer every night, and I think that's where the pubs are getting it wrong. And obviously, they're going to be supplied by the big breweries, etc., etc., etc. But I agree, boredom. I suppose it depends on how you term yourself as are you just a casual drinker, a social drinker? Do you drink beer to try new things? Do you have a fucking drink problem? I suppose it depends on your outlook on beer. But I would get very bored drinking the same thing over and over again if I went to the pub as well. Over 65s are most content with what is already on draft, with more than half, 53%, reporting they never get tired of the choice. Almost 8 in 10 male pub goers found the selection on tap uninspiring, compared to just 6 out of 10 female drinkers. I think in a lot of pubs the selection is a lot of it's the same. We got, unless you get beers that branch out into slightly more crafty stuff. It also says more than 88% of respondents will always or sometimes order something new, with 35 to 44-year-olds most adventurous and OAPs least likely to get. I think once you've got, if you're into the, and again, I don't mean to disparage people of a certain age, but I think you get to a certain age in your life and you're probably content with what you're going to have. So if you've drunk directors all your life and you see directors in a pub, you're going to have directors or a Foster's or a Carling or something like that. So I think branching out and being more adventurous, I think that's a good thing. The same with food, isn't it? If you eat chicken fucking nuggets every night, you're never going to get anywhere in life. 7 in 10 customers said they liked to splash out on premium beer brands. What do you call a premium beer brand then on a night out? The report said this research confirms that a large number of consumers like to try new beer brands when they are drinking out of home and are happy to trade up to more premium choices. This reiterates the importance for pubs to regularly refresh their beer ranges and not just stick with the same old brands at the bar. Kingfisher's drink survey also looked into what phrases or situations would make them more likely to try a new beer. What the fuck does that mean? The top phrase was a friend recommended it. Oh, okay. So, someone said to try that. Or like, there's a really good beer channel called Scott Reviews Things. He said to try this. Interesting. With over 70% of respondents ticking that box in the survey. Next was, I noticed it at the bar. So you're just browsing along, wondering where your Carling is. Fuck me. That looks good. I'll have that instead. Which I think we all do that, don't we? We go in there, you think, I know what I'm going to have. Actually, that looks quite nice. I might take a look at that. Next, I've done that one. With almost 6 in 10 taking part in the survey, saying that would sway them to trying a new tipple. I noticed at the bar. Just under 56% of respondents said the bartender recommended it. Would lead. I mean, I've been in Wetherspoons. Half of them fucking ain't got clue what day of the week it is, let alone to recommend a beer to you. On the other hand, on the other end of the scale, I saw it on social media. I saw someone else in the pub drinking it, and I saw an advert for it. Were the circumstances least likely to make someone drink a new lager? Is this just lager based? The 5 beers drinkers most wanted to try: Red Stripe, Estrella, Sagres, Budvar and Hofmeister. Why did I try Hofmeister? What's this? In other beer news, an iconic 90s beer is set for return after a 30-year hiatus. That's because Allsop's beer has revealed the 3.8% Double Diamond is making a comeback. Never had it. So the 10 most boring beers in the UK. Number 10, Peroni. It's dog piss. That's why it's shit. Number 9, a Birra Moretti. I don't. If there's nothing else to drink, I would have a Moretti. It'll give me a massive headache the next day, but it is what it is. Number 8, Amstel. Yeah, I don't mind Amstel, but it's not something I would go out of my way to drink. Calrsberg's number 7. Number 6, Coors. Jesus. Number 5, San Miguel. I don't mind San Miguel. Again, if there's nothing else to drink, I wouldn't mind a San Miguel. Number 4, Heineken. That's probably the best of this lot, if I'm honest. Stella Artois at number 3, the old fucking wife beater. So get your old tank white vest top on. Have 6 loads of them. Go home and beat the shit out of the missus. That's a joke. You're not allowed to do that. You'd have to drink something else. Number 2, Foster's. And number 1, the punters have voted the most boring beer in the UK. It's Carling. I'm bored even reading that. Bored. So what's your most boring beer? What's a beer you think, fucking hell, that's boring? A bit like this fucking channel and this video. That's that done. I don't know how long that's wasted. That's wasted fucking 5-10 minutes of your life. It's wasted 10 minutes of mine. I just thought it was quite interesting. Have a bit of fun. I like having a bit of fun. So yeah, let us know what you think in the comments box. Leave a comment below. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you like the video. Don't like the video, I don't give a shit. Don't bother me. There's a subscribe button. That's always nice. New people, new friends. Have a great evening. See you soon.